Yo guys, what's up? It's WarSpirit, and today I'm bringing you another high-scoring game on Parking Deck with the Scar and no perks and no stealth, just like my last video. So we all seem to have survived the apocalypse. I actually spent the last day on Earth playing Crysis 2, so yeah, nothing really interesting happened, to be honest. I actually didn't hear any interesting stories about the end of the world, last day on Earth, whole shenanigans things. All I saw on Facebook was people uploading little pictures of the world getting hit by asteroids and giant snakes eating the planet and stuff like that. So that didn't happen. I mean, it's kind of silly to think that because the Mayan calendar ended, that the world was going to end. My calendar ends every single January of each year, but that doesn't mean the world's going to end. It just means I have to go and buy a new calendar, because you can't write an infinity long calendar that's going to last for an infinity number of years. And actually, some people actually said that the Mayans forgot to include leap years, so technically the end of the world should have happened about 4 months ago, I think it was, or 4 years maybe, I can't remember. But anyways, there's not that long to go until Crysis 3, and I thought I'd better get back into talking a little bit about it. We have seen a lot of new trailers and gameplay footage, and we've also got that little mini YouTube video series by some guy, movie maker dude, decided to work with Crytek and the CryEngine and make a little TV show, like, was it 7 episodes, about 3 or 4 minutes long each. It's not really what I was expecting, to be honest. When I saw the first video, it was a lot of it is just basically gameplay based. It's showing off the gameplay of Crysis 3. I thought it was going to be more cinematics and a more cinematic experience overall in the CryEngine, because I know the CryEngine is definitely capable of cinematic experiences. Like, some people have put out some really good videos of it, and the videos that Crytek are doing, like the cinematic parts of it, are really good. And actually, like, a more impressive video was the recent gameplay video that they did upload. It was the one where like the train and stuff was in it, and like the graphics in it just look amazing. Sure, the game looks like it's just the same sort of gameplay as Crysis 2 and stuff, and it probably is just going to be like Crysis 2 gameplay, and that is a little bit off-putting for me, and it is a little bit off-putting for a lot of other people out there. But I mean, the graphics did look totally different. Like, I mean, it's like the same style of graphics of Crysis 2, but it's just on a whole different level. Like, you could just tell by watching the video, like the new grass that they've got is insane. How, like, the physics and stuff, and man, I just feel like even Crytek's PCs can barely run it. Like, I saw some FPS drop in the video that they had recorded to advertise the game and advertise the gameplay, and I saw FPS drop in that. So if Crytek's PCs are having FPS drops in Crysis 3, I mean, what are our PCs going to do? I really need to upgrade or something, but even then, like, chances are my PC's probably not going to run it on max. Even, I don't know, man, you need a better PC than Crytek has to run the game, apparently. I do really like how Crytek are doing the whole PC exclusive thing this time around with Crysis 3, but I think it was all part of their plan. Like, Crysis 2 was meant to be the big one for consoles, like to bring in the console audience. That's what they wanted. They wanted to try and grab all the attention of the console players, and that's probably what took them so long to get it out, because they were so busy working on the engine and getting it working with consoles. And now that they've got the consoles sorted out, they can totally focus on making the best gameplay and best looking game possible. And in a recent interview, Seva Yearly said that Crysis 3, sorry, is going to have the best graphics in a video game for the next 2 years. Like, no game is going to be able to beat it. And the next gen consoles are rumoured to be coming out next year, but we've not heard anything about it. We've heard about the new Steam box, which is really quite interesting, but it's not going to be running like next gen titles like Crysis 3. I don't think it's going to be running like Steam games like Left 4 Dead 2 and Counter-Strike and stuff like that, which is really cool. It's probably a good way to get a nice cheap PC, so if you're like a console gamer, it's definitely a really good way to get into PC gaming. Although I did hear that it's going to be like, for the main menu and like screen is going to be like for controllers and stuff, so I don't know, can you class that as PC gaming? Because like PS3s and Xboxes, they are computers, but it's not PC gaming, it's console gaming. But then the Steam box is saying it's a PC, but you use a controller and stuff to play it. But then for PC games you can use controllers and stuff, you can use steering wheels for cars, but it's still a PC game. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know, we shouldn't all be people shouldn't all be fighting about which is the master race anyway, because we all know it's clearly the PC. Yeah. No. But honestly, if there's one thing that's going to prove that the PC is the best, then it's going to be Crysis 3. Because they've not shown any console footage yet. It must look like absolute shit on consoles. There's no way that they're getting over 30 FPS on consoles with all that stuff. I could honestly believe that there's not going to be any grass on the console version of the game, because I'm like looking at that grass and I don't know how any PC is running that grass. There must be something special. Like, they're not going to tell anyone. That's their little secret. Their little secret grass, ultimate grass technique, maximum grass edition, Crysis 3. And I'm just looking forward to what else they can pull off, and hopefully like they haven't just focused too much on the graphics this time around, because you can clearly see that they have. Hopefully they've not just focused on the graphics but also on the gameplay and making it totally awesome. Like they have the whole train scene, train sequence level in Crysis 3 now as well, which we saw in the latest video upload on the Crysis YouTube, which is similar to a level in Crysis Warhead. Good times. But a lot of people are still complaining about linearity and how, you know, Crysis 2 was so linear because it was in New York, and basically Crysis 3 is just going to be as linear. They're worried about that, but other people are saying, oh my god, it's just like Crysis 1, look at all the grass, look at all the vegetation, all the jungles, it's going to be awesome. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. It does look a lot better than Crysis 2, I have to say, and really, Crysis 2 isn't going to be that hard to beat. When Crysis 2 came out, a lot of people were really disappointed, but that was because Crytek released Crysis 1 and Crysis Wars and Crysis Warhead, and those games were just like out of the league of every other PC title at their time. So I don't know, people just had too high expectations, I think. I mean, it's not like it wasn't overhyped. I loved Crytek's advertising, and I hope they do it again for Crysis 3. Their advertising is really good, and I don't think it can be classed as being overhyped. I just think they fucked up a lot of things, and no one bought the DLC, so support got dropped really quickly. And fingers crossed that the same is not going to happen for Crysis 3. So fingers crossed if they do the DLC that it is totally awesome DLC and people actually buy it, so that we get continued support from Crytek for the game. But thanks for watching, guys. See you later.